The film opens with a dark, rainy night. A hooded figure is seen leaving a house. The next day, children playing nearby discover the bodies of the family living there. A man named Thomas Grimaud wakes up in a hospital after 3 years in a coma. He has no memory of what happened before the night his family was murdered. A nurse calls for a doctor as he panics, asking where his parents are. Soon after, a psychiatrist named Anna Kiefer visits him. She explains that he's the sole survivor of a brutal killing that took place in his home in 2019. His mother, father, and cousin Laura were all found dead. Thomas was discovered unconscious in the living room, stabbed but alive. The police never caught the killer, and his memory loss means he can't identify anyone. Anna begins daily therapy sessions with him to help recover his memory. Thomas tries to recall his life before the attack. He remembers living with his strict father, his emotionally distant mother, and Laura, his cousin, who had recently moved in. He was close to Laura and considered her his only friend. When Anna asks about friends from school, he mentions David, a boy he met who shared his interests in video games and drawing. He says they hung out often and even talked online when his parents wouldn't let him go out. Anna notes the name but doesn't comment. Thomas keeps having fragmented flashbacks, arguing with his parents. Hearing his father shout, Laura comforting him, and a figure walking through the hallway on the night of the killings. He insists there was an intruder, a man who broke into the house, attacked his parents, and chased him. He says Laura was with him when it happened. Anna shows him photos from the police report, but he grows agitated, saying they're fake. He claims Laura must still be alive somewhere. When Anna tries to explain that trauma can distort memories, Thomas stops talking. At night, he begins hearing footsteps in the hospital. He thinks Laura is visiting him secretly. One night, he sees her reflection in the window, whispering that she'll come back for him. The next day, Thomas demands that Anna help him find her. Anna brings up the night of the crime again. Thomas remembers watching TV downstairs while Laura was upstairs. He saw a man moving in the shadows outside. Then he heard his mother scream. Running to the hallway, he saw his father's body on the floor and blood everywhere. The figure ran toward him, and that's the last thing he remembers. When Anna asks him to describe the attacker, he says it looked like a family friend, but his words keep changing. She realizes his memory is unstable. During another session, Thomas says his mother hated him. He remembers her yelling at him for spending too much time alone in his room and for being too attached to Laura. He says his father called him a failure and that only Laura cared for him. Anna begins to suspect that David, his supposed best friend, might not exist. She checks the records and finds no one named David at his school or in police reports. Thomas starts losing control. He believes the hospital staff are hiding Laura from him. He searches through drawers and sneaks into the record room one night. He finds a police file with photos from the murder scene. One shows Laura's body on the floor, covered in blood. Shocked, he throws the file and screams that it's a lie. Anna finds him and sedates him. When he wakes up, she calmly tells him that Laura died that night. He refuses to accept it. He says she still talks to him, and that he knows what really happened. The intruder killed everyone. Anna decides to show him more of the official report. It says there was no sign of forced entry. The only fingerprints on the murder weapon were Thomas's. Blood patterns show he attacked his parents in the kitchen, then chased Laura upstairs. Police concluded that Thomas himself committed the murders, then stabbed himself and fell unconscious. He refuses to believe it. In his mind, he still sees the masked intruder. But Anna insists that the intruder never existed. He created that memory to protect himself from guilt. Flashbacks reveal the full truth. Thomas's mental state had been deteriorating for months. He was jealous of Laura's growing independence and angry at his parents for criticizing him. He stopped taking his medication and began talking to David, a personality he had invented. On the night of the murders, Thomas argued with his parents at dinner. His father accused him of being violent and unstable. Thomas snapped and stabbed him. When his mother tried to intervene, he turned the knife on her. Laura ran upstairs and locked herself in her room, but he broke the door open and attacked her too. After realizing what he had done, he stabbed himself and collapsed beside them. The next day, police found him barely alive. He was taken to the hospital and remained in a coma until now. Back in the present, Thomas breaks down as the memories flood back. Anna quietly confirms everything he sees. He asks why she didn't tell him earlier. She says he had to remember it on his own for the truth to make sense. He cries uncontrollably, repeating that Laura is still alive. But Anna shows him her death certificate. He stops speaking completely. Days later, Anna writes her final report. It states that Thomas suffers from severe psychosis and memory reconstruction due to trauma and guilt. His David personality and the intruder were delusional fabrications, meant to shift blame away from himself. Thomas sits in his hospital room, staring blankly. He imagines Laura sitting beside him, smiling softly, telling him everything will be fine. But as the camera pulls back, the chair next to him is empty. The staff close his door. And Anna's voice narrates that Thomas's mind is lost between illusion and truth, unable to face what he's done. The screen fades to black as the file folder closes, stamped with the title, The Lost Patient.